Whoa! Oh, hey art class. Today, we're going to be drawing a great detective and a great Dane. That's right, we're making Scooby-Doo. So as always, you're going to need your black line marker, your pen and paper, and for colors today, you can use a teal or a blue, brown, and yellow. Alright guys, here we go. Let art class begin. Hey guys, and happy Tuesday. Today we're going to be drawing Scooby-Doo. So, the picture that we do is going to be focused mostly on Scooby's head and upper body. We're going to put it in the middle of our paper so that we have some room. And we're going to start with the top of his head. By top, I mean right around where his eyes are going to be. So, in order to start, we're going to make a nice sized circle. This is going to be the base for where his eyes are going to lie. And as we make our circle, we're going to make the top of it a little bit pointy. So if you think about how that egg gets pointy towards the top, put a little bit of a point sketchy on the top of our shape, of our circle shape. Now, once we have this sketchy circle with a pointed top, we're going to kind of cut it in half lightly, okay? On one half, we're going to put one eye. And this eye is going to be a little bit bigger. So when you make your oval for this eye, you want it to be nice, long oval shape on one side of the line. On the other side, very close to the line, we're going to make a smaller circle shape. So the eyes are not going to be the same size. This is going to give Scooby some character. So once we have the top of our head, our bigger eye, and our smaller eye on the other side, we're going to create Scooby's nose. To make his nose, we're going to make a line, and it's going to be an arch line. And it's going to go under the eyes, across from one side to the other. So we're going to make this arch line under our eyes, across from one side to the other. And then to make the bottom of our nose, we're going to come down off of both sides, kind of making an upside down triangle. Notice the points of it are kind of rounded and soft. They're not hard points. So on our picture so far, we have our eyes, top of our head, and our nose. Now we're going to create some cheeks for Scooby. And we're going to do so by going up to the side of where our eyes are, and we're going to come out at an angle. Both sides, just a little bit. And then we're going to come back in a little bit under the side of our nose. So these adds cheeks to Scooby's face. After we have these cheeks, it's time to make the upper part of Scooby's mouth. So right next to the side of my nose, I'm going to create a curved shape. I'm going to do that on both sides of the nose. And this curved shape is then going to come out again, and it's going to go out just as far as my cheeks go out. And I'm going to make another curve down, make it right to the middle where that nose bottom is. We made a curved shape, we made another kind of loop out, bigger loop this time, down to our bottom where the nose is. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to go curve shape. I'm going to come out about as far as my cheek. And I'm going to round it, down, come back up, and meet right in the middle under my nose. This gives the upper part of Scooby's mouth. And to add a little bit of the detail from the bottom of his nose, we're going to make a little line going from the bottom of his nose down to that upper lip. Alright. Now, Scooby's mouth is going to fall under this. First, I'm going to make a line, almost like a smile line. It's going to go from one side of his upper mouth to the other. Now, I'm going to make another line the same way, but on this side, it will touch the upper mouth. It will come all the way around, just like my other line, but it's going to stay open on the other side. So we won't have it touch back. It's just going to stay open. After this, we're going to go up and we're going to add some ears for Scooby. So we have this point at the top of our head. If you go from our point over to over the middle of our eye, we're going to start at the middle of the eye. We're going to go up at an angle. Then we're going to go straight up, round back down, curve under, come back to the body. So go out, kind of make a triangle point. Instead of coming down and cut off the knee, you're going to go all the way back to the body. On the other side, we're going to do the same thing. Over the eye, we're going to go up a little bit, come out, we'll go up again, almost like we're making some steps. Then we'll curve out and come all the way back into the body about the top of the eye. I'm starting to see Scooby's face. How about you guys? While we're up here, we're going to make the interior of our ear and make it a nice elongated oval shape. What we do on one side, we'll do on the other. Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to give Scooby some pupils. They're going to be little circles, and we're going to keep them closer to the inside of the eye. Well, I am, but of course you guys can draw it however you'd like. I'm also going to shade them in to give it a little bit of dimension. Scooby's going to have, now he has his eyes all together, we're going to give him some eyebrows. On this side, I'm going to give it an oval, kind of resting over. But on this side, I'm going to point it more. So the top is going to be a little bit more pointy. Just give more of an expression. And I'll go ahead and darken those in, because they will end up becoming black once we ink. Our nose is also going to end up becoming black when we ink. So we can darken that in too, to give a sense of what it's going to kind of look like and how it will contrast. Now, I'm going to put a couple of lines. Well, one thing is, remember our original circle that we drew? We still have some of those guidelines. We can get rid of those now and keep just the lines that we need. You'll see Scooby's face coming together a little bit more. And now I'm going to get rid of those lines because I want to make a couple lines under his eyes. I'm going to make a line under this eye and under to the side of that eye. It's definitely some trademark Scooby lines. We're also going to put some dots. On this side of his upper mouth, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3. And on this side, I'm going to make a couple. 1, 2. I'm also going to make a couple on his lower lip. 1, 2. On the side of his lower lip, I'm going to make 2 little hairs. Now let's go ahead and start making Scooby's neck. Scooby's neck is going to come down from the side of his mouth, And they're going to kind of curve in at the bottom. Inside of his mouth. And then we're going to curve in at the bottom. I'm going to bring them together, both sides, and a rounded line. So that rounded line is going to be top of where we're going to make his leash, or his collar, I should say. So now that we have the top of the line, we'll make 2 lines going down on each side, and then make the bottom of our line. And now we have his collar. So his collar is going to let us know what Scooby-Doo is. So we have to make his tag. To make his tag, I'm going to make a line over. I'm going to trace it with another line next to it. And this is going to be to hold his tag on. Once you have that, we'll make his tag. His tag is going to be diamond shape. And think of making a triangle. And then making another triangle under it, upside down, to create a diamond. And we're going to outline it. This will be 2 colors. And because it's Scooby-Doo, we're going to make an S and a D on the inside. Awesome. I'm going to bring on shoulders, the side there. I'm going to angle them down more. I like how far that one goes out. But yeah, so we got a pretty good Scooby-Doo going on. Once we like all of our lines, and he feels the way we want him to, we can ink it. Inking is when we take our marker and go over to make sure we keep the lines that we want. And we make them more permanent. I'm going to add a little bit more detail to my ear. But for the most part, I really like all my lines. So it's going to be just going over, keeping it pretty much the same. I am going to erase where the ear touches the head. And keep that in one spot. And going down both sides. Now, sometimes when I'm tracing over, I like to do it in the same way that I drew it, just so that it's almost like practice, so I can remember how I drew it if I want to draw it again. Practice is using the same skill multiple times, kind of learning as you do it over and over. So inking gives us a little bit of practice of drawing our character a second time, and muscle memory. I'm also going to fill in my nose and stuff and my eyes. Okay. Notice I went ahead and I outlined everything before I filled in actual spots. Because I have a very thin black marker. He's got a lot of space on his nose, so I would rather use a little bit thicker of a marker so I don't have to use as much time. The right tools make the job way easier. There we go. Coloring in our ears. Once our eyebrows. And then our nose. I can erase with pink. So I'm really kind of focusing on getting the inner part. I can go quickly, but I'm going to go really slowly around the edges to make sure I keep the shape that I want. I'm taking my time and being cautious. There we go. Awesome. So we've got our Scooby inked, drawn. Let's add some color. Alright guys, we're all done with today's picture. Now as you notice, I put a haunted house in my background, but you're always more than welcome to put whatever you would like. So I hope that you remember to sign your paper, you made an awesome background, and most importantly, I hope that you had a great time drawing with me today. Thank you for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you for future art lessons. Have a great day, and remember to be kind and be creative. Bye-bye.